Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to the day two of this session. So, I'm trying to share this. Okay, let me hold this and then do the sharing. Okay, let me share this. And if you're watching, join me in sharing. Today, we're going to be learning day two of menswear, and what we'll be learning is um, we have different topics that we'll be learning. We're learning how to take basic body measurement. We're learning different type of menswear. We're learning on the how to. We will be learning the part of menswear that is understanding the male body. Okay, so I want hold on while I share this. Okay, so all right. Okay. All right. So while I'm sharing, you also do same if you're watching. I'm trying to share this so that others can join. So we are live now. This is a live session that we're having. We are live. So I'm sharing to my students so they can join. We're live now. Okay, so we're going to hold on a bit while we're waiting for people to join. I've done the sharing and then wait for them to join and then we kick start. All right, we're good? Yep. So if you are here, just indicate, drop a comment. Today we're not using Telegram, so it will be kind of different from what we did yesterday. Just drop a comment that you're watching. Drop a comment. Okay, you are here, you are there, you are there, you are here. Okay, someone is here. Hello, Anisera, Fashion and Fitness. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm trying to share it so that others will also join. You're welcome. We'll start a class very soon. I believe you are joining from the group. Hello and good morning. Yeah, that is hello and good morning to you too. Good morning. Okay, I think you guys are here. So let me just drop this message. I'm already on it, and then we'll go. If you're watching, drop your location. Sorry, drop your name where you're watching us. Let me have your name and your name is already displaying. So your location watching from so location. You notify us like that, okay? And we are good to go. I believe that today we're also going to gain value from today's class. Yesterday was not just fun, it was impactful. Today will be more impacting. All right. So I think let's continue. I'm done with the sharing now. Okay. Let's look at what we have. We have a okay, hello, and then she say she's watching from Makurdi, Benue State. You're watching from my state capital. All right, I'm from Benue State as well. So thank you from uh Benue State, Alu Ene. That is NEPA. I'll have to put on my light. I have to put on my gen. I have to put on gen. I'm the only person here. Okay, how are we going to go it? All right. I think you guys can still see me. Let me just open the door so there will be brightness. Okay. This Ibrahim Nafisat from Ogba. Thank you for joining today's class. So guys, I'll be with you just in a minute. If I leave this place open, I'll have distractions. So let me just put on gen and then come back and we'll go. Okay? I'll be with you in a minute. So guys, I'm back. Sorry for that. They took my light. I had to on gen. So you guys can see what I'll be doing. I'm already panting, man. Alright, that is Nigeria for you. Okay, so we have Enisera, that is fashion and fitness watching in Lekki, Ibeju Lekki, Seller Success from Cotonou. You are welcome, and all of you. So you guys, you are all welcome to today's class. Now, in today's class, man, I'm panting. I have to, All right. So today's class, we're going to be learning. We'll be learning a lot in today's class. So I hope you are just prepared. And then, can you hear me? Am I audible enough? Can you hear me? Let me know in the comment section. Can you hear me? Am I audible enough? Can I see someone type? Am I audible enough? Yes. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, thank you. You can hear me. All right. So today's class is the day 2 of the class we've been having, which is a foundational class for menswear. It's a foundational class, and in this foundational class, we have a lot that we'll be learning. And one of the things that we'll be learning today, which as I earlier said, we are going to be learning number one, we'll be learning number one on our list is how to take body measurement. And then we'll also be learning, we'll also be understanding the male body. Okay, we'll be understanding the male body. And also, the last thing we'll be learning for today is uh, the different types of men's body. Okay, we'll be understanding the different type of men's body. We understand men's body, the different type of men's body. So now we'll all right, so let's go. So today, I already tell you what we'll be learning today, and then we'll start with terminologies. Oh, I didn't mention that terminologies. We'll be learning terminologies. Okay, terminologies used in men's clothing. You know that each field of life have the type of terminologies that they use. Okay, and in men's clothing, there are terminologies that we use as well. So if you are a female designer and you want to go into menswear, you often say that what we use here is kind of different from what we use there. Okay, some of the terminologies might not be used to, we might not be used to, they might be totally new. And one of the things I said yesterday is that menswear is entirely different from female wear. As a male designer, you discover that menswear is different from female wear. Okay, so we have different terminologies used, and a terminology that might mean A in menswear might mean B in female wear. Okay, so are we good? Let's continue. Now, what the first terminology in my list here is flap. I'm not going to bore just with terminology, just to give you a background knowledge. Now, flap. When we're talking about flap, we refer to the overlapping of a cloth. Sorry, I'm coming, guys. Okay. When we're talking about flap, we're talking about the overlapping of clothes. I'm going to be showing you guys example. I'm going to be showing you guys example. Example of a flap is this trouser that I'm wearing, and this is a flap. It overlap, and then we pull zip. And flap is not necessary for overlapping of trouser. Flap can also be for on top of clothes. You get. So we have another flap that is usually on the male chest region. This region here. That place they put button that they can open and close. It's a flap. And then the one on the sleeve, in fact, anywhere there's an overlapping on menswear, not more like it's kind of either you put button or you put zip, usually a flap. And then the one on the sleeve here. Okay, I have a shirt here. This is a sleeve. This is a sleeve. This is a sleeve. Can you see that this is a flap? Okay, this is also a flap. Okay, if you can see that, let me also know in the comment section. So that is a flap. Now number two on my list. Sorry, I'm trying to. I'm having some issues here. That's what I'm trying to set up. I'm having some issues here. Okay, my display time is going off. Okay, so I think I've, I've done that. All right. So the second one we'll be looking at is crotch. When we're talking about crotch, generally we're talking about this region, the part of the body that the legs meet with the upper part of the body. Now, crotch is this region here. This region. That is what crotch is. This region. Then when we talk of crotch depth, because why I'm saying this is that as you go embark on your journey in learning menswear, you discover that there are terminologies like crotch depth. And when we're talking about crotch depth, we simply mean the distance from here down to this part of the body where the leg meets the upper part of the body. So that is crotch depth. Okay, and then crotch depth is mostly used in cutting of trouser and is an important part of men body measurement, that if you want to get a perfect fit of trouser, you must take it. You must take it. Even if you want to sew trouser for a lady, you must take sorry, some people call it flap measurement, some call it fly length, but it's also called crotch depth. You can take crotch depth measurement. You have to take it. And I also have a formula that I teach how to take the crotch depth, okay? How to get it, even if you do not take it. There's a way they take it, and there's a way you can get it without taking it, okay? So that is it about that. I hope it's clear. Then I told you guys that we're going to be fast. I don't want to waste time on it. We have another one which is called the inseam. Inseam, inside, the inside seam, the inside seam allowance. That is what we call inseam. I'm talking about your inseam should be 1 inch. I mean your sewing allowance should be 1 inch. Okay, that is inseam. Sewing allowance 1 inch. The part that you are joining through the inner part of it. This one is more common. So whether you are a lady, whether you are a female designer, that is you make a dressmaker, you make clothes for ladies, you will be used to this terminology. Another one here is the chest. In menswear, we often refer to part of the body as well, the chest region. Ladies, they call it the bust, we call it the chest. You get it? Dressmakers, that is for female wears, is being called bust. But because our case is different as men, we call it chest, the chest region. Okay. So if you want to take measurement, that part is very important as well. We have top length. When we're talking about top length, we're referring to the top that, like this is the top, this black polo that I'm wearing is the top. So the length of this top is our top length. Okay. The length of this top is our top length. And then when we're talking about trouser length, because we often have top length, trouser length. Trouser length is the length of the trouser. That is from the beginning down to the end. We get to the measurement part, we are going to be learning that. But I just want us to get used to this terminology so that when we enter into the main thing, which is the measurement, how to take it, you will be able to understand and flow along with me. Okay, so we have a sleeve length as well, just as you know, sleeve, hand length, the length of the sleeve. Okay, you often hear things like a round sleeve, that is round sleeve, which is at the bicep, at the elbow, and at the wrist. The three important round sleeve that you have to take: the bicep, which is here, this bigger thigh. Okay, this bigger thigh, you can see that this is the biceps, this is elbow, and then the wrist. Okay, so those are the three important round sleeves that you have to take if you want to have a perfect fit. Because imagine that you are making clothes for someone that has more muscle than me, that has the same chest with me, like the muscle on the sleeve. Here, the person's own might be 14 or 15, and mine is 13. You see, it won't work. Okay, then we have cuff, cuff, like not the one. It's not that type of cough, like CUFF, CUFF. That's the cough that we're talking about. The cough there is like, let me also show you guys. So I have a shirt here, thank God. This is a cuff. This shirt, you see this? This shirt, this is the cuff. When we're talking about cuff, we refer to that this upper part of shirt, which is usually this. Okay, so this is a cuff. Oh, all right. So that being said, we have another one which is cuff link. And when we are talking about cuff link, we are simply talking about that the button that link the two cuff together. You link cuff A, this one and this one. If you are not using this button, that button that you use, we talk of cuff link, cuff link sleeves. We mean the one that only have buttonhole here and buttonhole here. There's no button. This has button, but cuff link has buttonhole here and the other side, so that you use a button called cuff link button to link it up and put it up together. All right, that is it on that. And then we have crossover. We have crossover, and then, or you can call it button overloop. When we're talking about crossover, we simply mean this. On trouser, this, can you see that? This region, crossover or button over loop, trouser waist, button over loop. Now, this is coming from here, overlooping to this button to hold the trouser. Okay, it's often seen on standard trouser. When I say standard trouser, I'm referring to the belt holder kind of trouser, the one we wear on suits. That is where you often see crossover or overlook. So the crossover I'm talking about here is not the crossover of crossing from crossing River Jordan or the Red Sea. I hope you got that. All right. So basically, these are the terminologies that we'll be considering. There are a whole lot of terminologies, but these are the basic ones that we'll be considering. Now let's go to the second part, which we'll be learning, which is the different types of menswear. We have different types of menswear. There are many of them, but for the sake of this class, we'll be considering only four. We'll be considering only four. Number one that we'll be considering is casual wears. Casual wears. And then casual wears, when we're talking about casual wears, we refer to wears like wears that you can easily wear to either an event or a place. And let's say in our society or in our culture or in Africa, when we are talking of casual wear, we refer to dresses like senator. Senator is a casual wear. You can wear it even for business, you can wear it even to an event like it's casual wear. Okay, it's not native. Senator is not native. Okay, senator is a casual wear. That is a good example of casual wear. Then we have street wears. We are talking about street wears. We are referring to wears like joggers. And then, good enough, I have a class that I've done on joggers pro, that I'll be launching soon. So just stay tuned to get the details of the course. We have stuff like joggers, and then joggers and polo is a good streetwear. Hoodie, this Ankara hoodie, and then uh, with a short is still a good example of streetwear. We have kimono jackets. Men also wear kimono jackets. Just still a good example of streetwear. Then we have English wear. When we're talking about English wear, we are talking about suits. Okay, when we're talking about English wear, we're talking about suits. We're talking about shirts. We're talking about trousers, standard trouser. That is the one with belt holder and then two back pocket at the back, front pocket like that. That is the standard trouser. They all fall under the class of English wear. Then the last but not the least that we'll be considering here is the native wears. Native wears. Then when we're talking about native wears, we refer to clothes like agbada, those ones that are being derived from our cultures. Okay, from our different cultures. Those ones they are called native wears. So then if there's any cloth that your culture, okay, in the comment section, I would like you to, let's make it engaging, even though I can't hear you, just type some native wears that you know, maybe from your culture or maybe from or anyone that you know generally. Let's go. I'll be featuring your comments. So some native corporate trouser. Good, that's the name, corporate trouser. Thank you very much, Ibrahim Nafisa. So this kind of trouser is the corporate trouser. Okay, we can refer to English wear as corporate as well. Okay, now for the native, this person is saying Danshiki, Agbada, yeah, they are native. Okay, thank you, Bumi Hadi Art and Craft. Yes, they are native. Anybody, Danshiki, Agbada, they are native. We have a kaftan, we have kaftan, we have jalabia. All those ones they are native. Okay, we have the normal jumper. There are different names that they call it. Maybe in an area where we have buba and shokoto. Yes, it's still part of it. That is coming from Aseni, Victoria. Yeah. So there are different type of native that we wear. Thank you so much guys for engaging. This is interactive. Thank you. There are different type of menswear. You get very different types of menswear, and there are different types of and the name varies. The name of this varies depending on the place you go. It might be called Buba and Shukutu in Yoruba land. If you go to Hausa, they might call it jumper. If you go to another place, they might call it this, or they might call it this. We have Etibo. Etibo, that one too is another good example of native wear. Is South wear. You know, those from our former president, Goodluck Jonathan. Those from those houses, that is their own kind of wear. But now we now accept it as a general wear that we wear. Okay, but it's been derived from our culture. Remember, I said that native have been derived from our cultures. That it's settled. Okay, so while we are having this conversation, if you have a question, drop it in the comment section. Don't wait till we finish. Drop it in the comment section. I will go through the comments and answer them. And please, if you are watching this, remember to like this video. Okay, just give this video a thumbs up. Come on, so we'll be watching it now. Give us a thumbs up, and then if you're not yet a subscriber to our channel, just subscribe. We are Skill Up Hub, a community, a platform that is aimed at building skillful entrepreneurs, which we have been doing and will continue to do. This is day 2 of the class, and then we'll continue down to the 7. So we're entering the second to the last part, which is understanding the male body measurement, where we learn the differences between men and the body of the male and the female. Okay, men's body and female's body, there are differences. Okay, understanding the male body measurement. I have that here. Okay, understanding the male body measurement. Now, one thing you should know about men men's body, I mean the male body generally, the body of the male is that the body of the male is not like that of the female. Even looking at us, our structures generally, we are different. As I told you that our way of making clothes is different, then our way of body shape is different too. Okay, our terminologies are sometimes different. Most of the time, they are different from female. The terminologies we use, so even the way we make clothes, so it's different. Now, when we're talking about one thing you should know about the body of the male is that when you are making clothes for a lady, basically some of the clothes they are to reveal, or not to reveal, they are to give the shape of their body. It's usually tight. Imagine I wear this polo and then like it's kind of this. Say, Master P, this is not your size. You get why? Because I'm wearing a polo that is bigger than me, so that is too tight. It's not usually associated to men, it's associated to ladies. So if you're wearing that kind of clothes, or if you want to make clothes for men, you must make sure that the clothes is not tight, like it's not that exact chest measurement. My chest measurement is 38, and if I'm making clothes for me as a customer, my clothes should not be 38. It has to be bigger than 38 before it can enter me one, because men clothes doesn't carry zip at the back that enables them to unzip it. So you should understand and know that. Okay, then another thing you should understand about men's body is that both our trousers, both our okay, let me not talk about the trouser. Let me just focus on the top, and then let me just give a is senator different from buba and sokoto? If yes, what's the difference? Okay, before I go, let me answer this question. Senator is a casual wear. Buba and sokoto is a native. Is native. Depend on the fabric you use. Okay, if you use native fabric like Ankara, the tie and dye, that is what is it, adire and all that, or you use oh all this native fabric to make it, it's buba and sokoto. But if you use senator to make it, it's senator is sorry is It's no longer buba and shukutu. It's no longer a native. It's a casual wear. Okay, so basically that is the difference. Okay, so I was going to give you another illustration. Now look at agbada. You see how big agbada is? Agbada is very big. You see, okay, look at the polo I'm wearing. You see how big it is? Like it's loose on my body. And being it loose is one of the beauty to men's clothes. If it's tight, the beauty will not be there. You be like which kind which boy get it is, that kind of thing. If it's tight, the beauty will not be there. So when you are taking measurement, make sure that it's not tight. And when we get into the measurements aspect, I'll be giving you some hacks that I use. Now, okay, if I'm taking measurement for person A, this kind of person, the measurement is like this. And if I'm taking measurement for this kind of person, I do this, and then it will be okay. Okay, we'll be going into that. Is there any other thing I've note down? Okay, that is the one thing you should understand about male body measurement. And then let's just consider the difference between the female body measurement and the female body and the male body. Then we'll go into taking their measurement. So while we're planning to go into taking their measurement, let's welcome our dude. You know, the guy we're going to be using for today's body taking, and he is no other person than woo! So this is the dude we are going to be using to do our illustration. So that talk, how are you? You're good? All right, my guy is ready for the class. Okay, so before we go to taking the body measurement, I was trying to say something. Okay, the difference. Kaftan is it different from senator? Originally, kaftan is different from senator. Yes, kaftan is different from senator. The origin of senator. Senator started from okay, this kind of the wears that senators wear. That is where the name derived. And then kaftan, kaftan designs are often those kind of designs you do on sheda. Hausa call it sheda, or all these are their native. Oh, what's this name? But that the original kaftan is not the one that people do on senator. It's true that people sew senator today or people call senator kaftan, but just know that kaftan is the original name for kaftan is from those native, like those kind of Hausa wear, the one that has embroidery here and all that. And you understand those are shade that have fabric like that. That is kaftan. And then we have the jalabia, which is usually long and all that. Those are kaftan. But due to the modernization that we are trying to give to it, we have moved from kaftan of that fabric into senator fabric, which is the normal fabric that we can use to make trousers, use to wear suits and all that. So kaftan originally is different from senator, but some people refer to it as the same thing. But personally, I don't call senator kaftan. If I'm talking to you and you're referring to kaftan, I ask you like, can I have a design of what you're talking about? Because kaftan is kaftan, senator is senator. If you're talking about kaftan, then you should have an embroidery, monogram, and all that. Senator doesn't carry monogram. So basically, that is the difference. Now, over to the difference. Now, the formation of the male body figure is different, and then the formation of the female body from the formation of the female body figure. When you look at the basic body figure of a lady, which is let's look at an hourglass. That one that the bust, there's a definition of the bust. Okay, let's have this. I didn't plan using here. Now look at this. Look at this. You see the shape. You see the shape. Like there's a definition of the bust from the waist and then the hip. You can see that. You can see the definition. The waist is small, bust is big here. And then look at a good example of a male body figure. This. The bust, and then not too big stomach, just have a flat tummy. It's okay. And then you have your hip. And a man should not have, normally, you must not have hip like the ladies. You cannot sew clothes for a man and be trying to put hip. You understand? So we look at the chest region of a man, the chest region, the abs, which is here, don't have a protruded belly. It won't be a good a good body structure. That's why they don't use such persons for modeling. Okay, so someone like me, I'm a model. So that is it, by the way, and that's just what you should know. The formation is different, and then the goal is also different. A lady will want you to make clothes for her that show her body shape. A man will want to make clothes for him that show his dignity, and sometimes that dignity lies in the bigness of the clothes. Like agbada is never fitting, but whenever someone wear agbada, you see how like there's this kind of glamour that comes with it naturally. You get? So that is it. Now to the practical session that we've been waiting for, which is the last session. I promised to take 30 minutes, but this is already 36 minutes. This is the last session that we'll be having, which is how to take body measurement. But before we take the body measurement, let's have a break and we will be back. Don't go anywhere. So you're welcome back today. You're welcome back, not today. We're already in class. Tutorial don't finish me. Now I used to making tutorial and making today we're going to learn this and all that. All right. So we're going to be using this tool here, and then just to give you a heads up, you must have seen this video in the video I played. Let's watch it again. You see me wearing it. So that is it. This suit, let me give you a heads up of this suit. This suit was made for our suit class. So we have a suit class where you can learn how to make men's wear. Suit class from the cutting down to the sewing and everything. So that video, I was just wearing it to show the student that I've taught them that okay, this is what we've done and then and all that. That's where this suit is coming from. And I'll still be using it to teach us. Is that good? All right. So when we're talking about how to take basic body measurements, we're going to go with a basic top, which in this illustration we'll be using senator. Okay, okay, senator body measurement. That is senator and the trouser, the top and the trouser. That is what we are going to take here. So as we are taking the measurement, be dropping your question because once I'm done taking the measurement, we end the live. Good. All right. So let's go. So when you're taking the body measurement for a man, um, number one thing you should take is shoulder. The shoulder body measurement is very important. If person make clothes for you and the shoulder is down here, it's bad. It shows that it's not your size. It has to be at this shoulder region. That is one of the ways to have a good fit. As a matter of fact, one of the ways for you to know a good fitted suit or a good suit that is somebody's size is that the shoulder should stay at the person's shoulder. Something like this now. The shoulder should be at the person's shoulder. You can see this. Imagine I wear this suit and the shoulder looks like this. It will look like it's not mine. It will look like someone gave it to me. But the shoulder of a cloth, being it suit, being it shirt, being it anything that you want to make, the shoulder of it is what defines how beautiful your cloth is. Queen Lovely saying nice suit. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. All right. So let's go into taking the measurement. So if you want to learn, you can just chat me up after the class want to learn the suit, you can chat me up after the class. So I'll give you details about the. Please know what we are here for. I'm just giving you heads up. All right. So at first I said you have to take for the shoulder body measurement, and the shoulder measurement you take it from the back. You don't take shoulder measurement from the front. You don't take it from the front like this or like this. Stand at the back of the person. Stand at the back of the person, and the person should always stand. Don't take people measurement when they are sitting, except in special conditions. Okay, maybe that's the person kind of body, or the person has some disability that they can't stand and all that. You can consider that and then try maneuvering the whole stuff. So the person should stand, and this is the standing posture. The person should not stand like this. The person should not stand like this. The person should stand just free, stand at ease, drop their shoulder. They should drop their shoulder, and then you take their measurement this way. All right, so as you see, my guy is standing, his hand is down straight. So I take the shoulder. This is shoulder. So let's go like this. This is shoulder. So read your tape. I believe that you must have known how to read your tape. I believe that. That's why I'm not going into that. I believe you must have known how to read your tape. Now, your measurement should be taken from left to right. That is, your one on your tape should be at your left hand side. The last number should be on your right hand side. It should be ascending to the right. This is my right hand, and then this is my left. So the beginning of the tape at my left. So measure here, and this is 18. So since this is my suit size, let's say my shoulder is 18. Okay, my senator, let's use senator since we are using senator, 18. Then from where you don't take shoulder and then come and start taking the length of the front. No, once you take the shoulder measurement, where your tape stops, do not take the tape out. Drop it like that and bring the beginning of the tip to where this is, to where that 18 is. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? These are common mistakes that people make, that at the end of the day your outfit will not be really good. So from that point, you just stop there and then take it down to the length. Now, if I take it to the length, this is the wrist. This is the wrist. This is where the palm, the palm hand join with the hand. Like this is the wrist. This is where your sleeve should stop. Usually at this bone. Okay, usually at this bone. There are cases that this bone you are seeing here. So there are cases that some people might want their sleeve length to be above, so when they wear wristwatch it will show, whereas some will want it to just be the normal sleeve. Some will be like, please, I want my sleeve short. We are still doing it to the person's test, okay, but this is the best way of doing it. You take it to that point, and then as you take it to that point, I mentioned round sleeve. How you take round sleeve measurement, which is the bicep, the elbow region, and then sorry, the forearm region. This is forearm. The elbow, the forearm, and then the wrist. How you take the elbow and the forearm and the wrist. From here you measure to this point, which is the bigger part of here. You measure to that point, and then you take your, let's say it's 8. You take your tape round and measure it. You should measure it tight and know what is the measurement that is tight. Like let's say tight is 13, and then you want it loose. You don't want it to be too loose that when the person wear it stands this way, that is too big. You want it to be a bit loose so that it won't just hold the person. You add only 1 inch or 1.5 or 2 inches depending on the person. But basically just add 1 inch or 1.5. Okay, and then you are good to go. Then the forearm, which is at the elbow region, you measure from shoulder to the elbow. Sorry, to this forearm, this big part here, another big part of the sleeve. You measure it, and then you measure the round sleeve. Then when you measure it, this is what you tell the person to do. You measure it, the person holding his hand, like holding the hand like this, and tell the person to, to bring their hand this way. When they bring their hand this way, like measuring it like this, I have 12. But they bring their hand this way, you can see this is 12, this is 12. Taking my hand, you see it's now tight. You see, it's now tight. So you wouldn't want to have make clothes for somebody and then the sleeve is tight. If the sleeve is tight at this region, the person will not be comfortable with the clothes and you will just look inside like it's been stuck somewhere. Okay, so you take the round sleeve and then you add 1 inch or 1.5. 1.5 advisably. 1.5 advisably. This is 12, but I use 13.5 on my round sleeve. So it doesn't look too big, it doesn't look too tight, most especially when I hold my hand. Because you must have to, move with your hand. It's just like female clothes where you make it and then here, maybe the sleeve is too tight, even the cap sleeve is too tight, and then the person goes to church, praise the Lord, hallelujah, the person cannot wave their hand. So it's one of the error and that is one of the cause. So the down part, which is at the sleeve length, you measure the round sleeve, which in this case, you just measure it and you measure it this way. If I, you measure it this way, let it be 1 inch away. That is my normal round sleeve now. Instead of saying it's 8 that is tight, I will measure it to be 9 so that when I put in my cufflink, we are talking about senator here. When I put in cufflink, it should hold me and still have some allowance. Can you see where the tip of my tape is? It should hold me and still have some allowance, not that it's something that is not hold like the allowance is not there. So you have to give some allowance to it. 1 inch excess like this. So that is to say, like this is my normal, what I hold here is the normal one, which is holding my wrist for my hand. Okay, so that is 9. That is it on the shoulder and the sleeve. When you are done taking the shoulder, you take the sleeve and all that. Then you come to the next part, which is the length. Okay, the length, we have different type of length. We have the normal length, which is the short length. We have the mid length. We have the knee length. We have the middle length, and depend on how the person wants it to be. And the person that has a difference between kaftan is that kaftan, the length of kaftan is usually long, very long, like it will be below the knee. That is another difference between kaftan and senator. The length of it is usually long to the knee level, like somewhere here. Where in female dresses they call it midi length. Okay, so you take the length of it and you take the length this way. From the shoulder, this line here should be your guide. The line here should be your guide. That joining. So you take it from here and do not take it at the down part here. Start it up here, like here. So you measure it and take it down to the length of the cloth where it should be. It can be the normal length I talk about, the long length, or the knee length or middle length. Yes. So you take it to that point and then you take note of it depending on the style that you are making for the person. Okay. And then let me just chip in that if you are measuring short sleeve, the same way you measure this, that is where you measure your short sleeve to where you should get to. If it's 3/4 sleeve, you measure it to where you should get to. 3/4 sleeve, which is usually like this. Okay, so that is it about the length. Now the chest region, very important. This is what will determine how good your work is. No matter how nice your cloth is being sewn, no matter how neat it is, if the measurement at the chest region is not perfect, and you are getting it wrong, you won't, your work will, it will just spoil your work. Okay, so you measure the chest region just at this point. That's what you measure. You measure it. Remember to drop your question in the comment section, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. So this mannequin now, the chest is 40. Chest 40. This is chest 40 for this dummy. Chest 40, which is tight. If this is a lady and I'm making, let's say, ashobi dresses for the person, this is what I will use as the cost. But this one, na guy. So it doesn't have to be tight as I said earlier. That's why we learn what we learned before so that we can flow now. The chest region has to be loose with at least 3 inches, at least for body fitting measurement, at least 3 inches. Why we say 3 inches is personally I feel my chest with just 2 inches, but I'm good to go because I can easily wear it and remove it. I wear it and remove it easily. But if the cloth is not free enough, the person might not be able to wear it easily. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Let me know in the comment section. So the person will not be able to still wear it easily. You get? That is why you have to like don't make it tight. Remember, it doesn't have zip at the back. Okay, yes, you can hear me, Brian. Thank you. All right, so that is it. Just take the normal chest measurement and add 3 inches. This way, the person will find it easy to wear the clothes. Then you can be making it as the normal chest measurement plus 4 inches, plus 5 inches, plus 6 inches, like for elder people, how they want it to be. And you can even measure it and loosen it on the person's body and see. Like, let me use myself for example now. You measure it, this chest 38, but my clothes are usually made at 40. You see, is the space here is not much. Okay, basically it should be 41. But I can easily wear it. If the person can easily wear and remove it, no problem. You can go with 40, but it's as advisable you go with 41. That way, it won't look big, it won't look small, and the person can easily wear it. Okay, so you measure it like that. Now, someone of my size can wear 43 as well, but it depends on also the style and the type of person that don't wear big clothes. If you know me, you know that I don't wear big clothes. So I prefer going with something that is just my body fitting. Okay, so that is it on that. The next measurement you take is the stomach region. This measurement is required for a senator, stomach region. Stomach region. And stomach is just at the stomach region here. At the stomach region here. The belle, now be the stomach. Hope you got that? Alright, so the stomach region you take it here. You make it tight and then you add the extra 3 inches that we talk about. But here is what you must take note of. What you must take note of. Come closer, come closer. Hey, don't be distracted. Listen to this right now. What you must take note of is, for example, someone like me, I have a very tiny tummy. Look at my stomach now. Look at my stomach. Okay, my chest is 38. Now let's look at my stomach. Let's look at my stomach. This is 32. Difference of 6 inches. Now it's not every man that will have this difference. I have a tiny tummy. My tummy is not usually big, whether I eat or not. It will always be like this. Now, if you are making clothes for me, you cannot make chest 40 for me and then come and add just 3 inches here. This 32, 1, 2, 3, and make 35 for me. I no go wear am. E no go enter like it will look odd on me. I no go wear am. So the rule of thumb is this. The rule of thumb. And as we're talking of the rule of thumb, like this video should happen. So the rule of thumb is this. Always make sure that for clothes that for the clothes that the chest is big, so the stomach is too small, like with a difference of up to 6 inches, like in my case, even when you add excess, make sure that you automatically convert it to be the difference of 2. Like now, my chest is 40. Okay, that is, I'm making clue for senator for myself, chest 40. Then the stomach, I'm not going to make it 36 that we got from my measurement. The shape of it will go inside too much. Remember, it's not lady wear that you are making, it's not a lady square that you are making. This is a man's wear. And I told you that one of the beauty of men's wear is when it's not tight, when it's not showing the complete body shape like a lady. This is not a swimming pant. Okay, so you want it to be loose. That is one of the dignity in menswear. So I'm going to make my stomach 38 maximum. Some people will usually sew it straight, like that 40, they will sew it straight, but I don't do that because at least there should also be a definition between the stomach and the chest. That kind of shape, you also do that shape, but it shouldn't go inside too much. It will look like woman clothes. No talk say I no tell you. All right. So my voice is cracking. Okay, now up next, take note of this again. My stomach is 48. My stomach with adding 3 inches, I'm having 36. So my chest is 40. My stomach adding, all right, Stella says she's learning. Thank you. All right, adding 2 inches, sorry, 3 inches to my stomach will give me 36. I cannot come and make room for me. 40, 36. But rather, the rule of thumb is 40, 38. 40, 38. At most 38. You're not even going to make it 40, 37. The shape will be much. If it's a lady, it's fine. If it's a lady, it's fine. It can even be that 37, it can even be that 34. Like I'm making that senator for. It's okay so far as they can wear it. But for a guy, for the male gender, for a man, it's wrong. Okay? So automatically, if I have your chest measurement and I have your stomach measurement, and your stomach measurement is let's say 32 like mine, I'll just make it 40, 42. The person that has big stomach. Okay, if the person has big tummy, but yes, we're going to talk about that. If the person has big tummy, that is another thing. That is another thing. You also have to apply this to it, and this is what I'm going to tell you to apply to it. You cannot come and make clothes that the tummy is big and then the chest is small. No, it doesn't go that way. It must always be that either the chest is big and the stomach is being small, or the chest and the stomach is equal. So if the person have a big tummy, like let's say I have a big tummy, my tummy is 42 after adding that 3 inches to free it. And to people that have big tummy, always add 4 inches, don't add 3. Always add 4 inches to that tummy, because before their body, their body will push it up and that kind of thing. You wouldn't want to have the complaint of it's tight. They will need something. People that have tummy, there are people that you should be careful with when you are making clothes for them, because you have to make clothes that is kind of loose, so it will compress their tummy. Okay, so in that case, if someone have a big tummy, let's say stomach 44 and chest 40, automatically the person chest is 40. Sorry, it's 44. It's the same measurement with the stomach. The same measurement with the stomach. And in such cases, do not sew their cloth and trim it and give it that shape. Just maintain the stomach measurement from the chest measurement. Just sew it straight down, and then maybe it's the hip. If the hip is bigger, just open it a bit. Okay, just like that. That is what you should do. For people that they have smaller stomach, like me here, the difference between the chest and the stomach should be 2, nothing less, nothing more. Then For people that have bigger tummy, the difference should be the stomach measurement should be the same. They should not be different. Use the stomach measurement for the chest. I believe I've answered that question. So we now go to the down part of this, the cloth. You can measure hip as well. You can measure the hip, which is this bottom where the top will sit on. Some men get hip, wallahi. Some men they get hip. They get hip even pass some ladies. Some men get hip. Now look at me. At this region, which my top will be, my hip is 39. Now, assuming I go and sew cloth 40 for myself, it will be tight. Remember, I'm using 40 for my chest. If I use 40 here, it will be tight. So in that case, what I do is I use 40 here, I use 38 here, and then instead of using 40, which is 20, I make it 21 down, which is 42. 42, 38, 40, or 41, 38, 40. That way it's balanced. Okay. And for someone that have hip but it's no hip, so it has tummy but no hip, you should make sure that their hip is the same thing with the tummy. The two just come straight, and when they wear it, it will still go good with them. It will still be okay. Remember, be dropping your question in the comment section as we are learning. So that is it. The basic measurement you need for the top, which is the upper part, which is the top of senator. That is what you need. And just to chip in, I have a senator class as well. If you are interested, chat me up. That's my number. Let me show the number. That's my number. So chat me up on that number. Okay. So that is it on that. And then let's go to the trouser part. Let's go to the trouser part. Let's go to the trouser part. This trouser I'm just going to use myself. Okay, trouser part. We were talking about trouser. The basic measurement you need for a trouser is the waist, the length, the lap, the knee roundness, the ankle. Basically, that's what we need. I'm trying to see. What of neck, width, and length? Okay, yes, we take neck roundness too. We take neck roundness, which is measure it like this. Thank you for reminding me that take round neck roundness too. Now, in my course, that is the senator course, I talk about how you can. I also have 3 months class that you can learn from beginning, from scratch, from scratch to become a professional men's clothing designer. So in the class, I explain how you can determine the neck even if you did not take the person's measurement, assuming you forgot to take it or you did not take it, or they just send you a measurement and neck measurement is not there. That shouldn't hinder your measurement, your sewing. So I have a tutorial that I explain how to take that or how to determine that, but you just take the roundness of it. Take the roundness of it, and in my case, my neck is 17, being that is 17. So if I'm making clothes for myself, like let's say a shirt collar, it should be 18. Like you will still be free, and when I button it, you still be that 17. Okay, all right. So back to the trouser. Back to the trouser. Am I overloading you with informations? Are you learning? Let me know in the comment section. Are you learning? If you are learning, let me know in the comment section before we continue. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. So that was just a little brief to just chill our head down. Okay. So the waist now. The waist of the trouser. The waist of the trouser. The waist of the trouser. How to take it? Just the waist job. When taking somebody's trouser waist, ask them, sir, where do you usually keep your trouser? Because Like someone like me, I have a high waist. This is my waist. This is my waist, almost close to my tummy. This is my waist. I don't keep my 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 trousers there. This is why I keep my trousers. Okay, my lower waist. I have this kind of ladies shape, the body shape. I have this kind of lady shape. Okay, Ibrahim say he's learning. All right, so that means you got to continue. But we are coming to the end. After taking the trouser measurement, we end this. I was not even thinking if you take this long, but it's better that you get the detailed part of this than just learning maybe just light. Okay, and please, I hope this video is not blood. Hey, hope this video is not blood because I wouldn't want to come and see later that what we have been doing is blood. So Bola to me Oyefo Dike said he's learning as well. I think he's learning. Bola. Okay. All right. So let's continue. So the waist, you have the person where they will usually they prepare putting their trouser, and then you take the waist measurement. The waist measurement should be tight in such a way that the person can wear their trouser with or without a belt. I want to show you something from the trouser that I'm wearing. Let me talk in and show you. I'll be back in a minute. Let me talk in and show you. I can actually wear my trousers without. Okay, and he said he's saying she's learning. Video is clear. It's clear. Okay, thank you. So this is my trouser now. You see, I'm not putting on belt, but you see how it's holding me, and this is how I prefer wearing my trousers. I don't like. I'm this kind of easygoing person. When I want to go out, I just wear my trouser button and go out. I'm looking for my foot, and then so I like my trousers in such a way that I can wear them without belt, and they will hold me. I will do what I want to do, and at the end of the day, it will not fall off my waist. So you want to make trousers for people that they can also wear with belt or without belt. Okay. So now to make trousers that one can wear with belt or without belt, you should measure the waist to be tight. When I say being tight, it shouldn't be too tight that they can't breathe. I'm free and very okay with this. So at the waist region where they put that trouser, just measure it and then let the tape sit freely. Let it sit. Let it not loose. So you take their measurement. So in my case here, my waist is waist 36. My waist is waist 36. So if I make waist 36 for myself, it will stay on my waist without falling down. Oh man, I even added, just to say, I even added from waist 35 to 36. Woo! So before we continue, if you're watching this video and you are not yet a subscriber to my channel, you should subscribe. Subscribe. Subscription is free. And like this video, please make sure you like this video. Okay, just like this video, like this video, like this video, and share with your friends. Share with your friends. Also, you can go to our channel. You can go to our channel. Have a lot of tutorials that will help you. They are free. Go through it, learn, and then add value to yourself. Okay. So let me. All right. So that's the waist. After taking the waist, you take the length measurement. The person should always stand this way. Stand attention, and you should take the length measurement from up, which remember I say the beginning of the tape should be at your left hand side. You take it from up, and then you measure it downward like that. So you do that and measure it. So it depends on where the person wants the trouser to stop. Like in my own case, I usually want my trousers to stop at this ankle bone. Oh, and yes, ankle bone. I mean, this ankle bone. I always say to stop at this ankle bone so that when I wear shoe, it will just stand on my shoe. I don't know if you can see. Okay, let me bring it down so that you see. So it will just stand on my shoe. Okay, this is it. I don't want a situation where like trousers sit and it's kind of full. Look at it. This is a bad finishing. If you make clothes and at the end of the day, the trouser is like this. It's bad. It shows that it's an oversized trouser. So make the length stop. The length should stop at this ankle bone. Okay. Then they are good to go. When the person wears should just stand and there's no much fold. All right. So that is it on that. And then you measure the lap. The lap is this region, this part of the body. You measure the lap. You measure the lap, and let's say my lap here is if you have a question, drop it. We are almost coming to an end. The lap here is 24. So I'll only add 1 inch to it, which is lap 25. So the knee roundness, we also measure waist to knee, and then measure the knee roundness. My knee roundness is 16. So I'll add 1.5 inch to it, so it will be free, so that I can wear it, sit, fold my leg, and all that. Okay. So, okay, let me measure it properly. This is 16. Yes, 16. So my knee roundness is 17 and a half. I add 1.5 into it. Then the ankle, okay, this part, which is the calf, this part, that's the calf. Now, this calf, how you take the calf measurement is you measure it this way. Sorry, I have to use myself for this. You measure it this way, but the person will stand. The person will stand. But you measure it this way. You measure it as it's tight. I have a big calf. Measure it this way. So what I have here is my calf is what I have here is 16. I have a big calf. My calf is 16. So my calf is 16. I will only add 1 inch to it. 1.5 inch added here, 1 inch here, and 1 inch to the calf. Then I'll measure my ankle, which is the last part of the measurement for trouser. My ankle. I'll measure the ankle of it. And then for the ankle of the trouser, it depends on the size that the person wants. The person wants it small, like this trouser I'm wearing. This trouser I'm wearing, particularly, is 15 inches. 15 inches. This size here is 15. It's not looking big on me, but 15 might look big on another person. So you just take the measurement, and it also depends on the size of their calf. I can't wear a trouser below 14 inches because I have a big calf. If here is 14, then definitely here is going to be like maybe 15 or 16. And if here is 16, it's going to be tight on me. Okay? So that is it on that one. And basically, this is the basic measurement we need to take men's wear. I believe that from this class you were able to learn a whole lot, a very whole lot from where we learn about the. Let me recap. Let me recap. While I'm recapping, drop a question from where we learn about the common terminologies used in men's clothing, where we learn about the understanding the male body and the differences between the male and the female body, and down to all the different types of men's wear. And then lastly, we look at how to take measurements. So I hope you were able to learn a lot. And this class was organized to you by, yes, you measure waist to calf. That is to help you avoid any errors. You measure your waist to calf. That is the question I'm answering by Bola Tumi. Waist, waist to knee, waist to calf, and then the full length. That is to help you as a guide when you are cutting. Take on this YouTube, there's a video I have on how to cut trouser. So you see that in that video I mentioned all of this. In that video I mentioned all of this. I explained it. Okay. So basically that is what you need. And tomorrow we'll be learning uh common errors people learning menswear make. That's the basic thing we'll be looking at tomorrow. The common error that people learning menswear dey do, whether you are a total beginner or you are into men's clothing, sorry, female clothing, female wear making, female dress making, and then you want to venture into men's wear making. So I want to look at common errors such people make and how to avoid them. These errors is to help you avoid in your business or in your career. Okay, So just stay tuned for tomorrow class. Tomorrow will be the day 3, and that's what we'll be looking at tomorrow. See you in tomorrow class. This training was organized by Skill Up Hub. Skill Up Hub is a platform that is aimed at building um, skillful and successful professionals, entrepreneurs, and it was being sponsored by Masterpiece Fashion World, which is my clothing brand. So it's my clothing brand that is sponsoring this, all that we're doing and everything. And me as a tutor being here as well. So we've given our best, our resources and everything to make sure that we have this 7 days class just for you. So the least you can do for us is to follow us on our platform, follow us on Facebook as Skill Up Hub, Skill Up.hub. Just go to Facebook and search for Skill Up Hub. You see we have 13K followers as at the moment right now. On WhatsApp, you can message us with the number that is on your screen, which is this number. That's our WhatsApp number, both my training number and Skill Up Hub number. That's the number to reach us. And then if you want to also take part of in any of our trainings, you also message us. Okay, it's well detailed, you'll be able to learn and be a pro. We have students that have been learning and are testifying and are doing well in their location online. So being online and the fact that you have done here, you'll be able to learn there too. So follow us on Facebook as well at Skill Up Hub. On YouTube, subscribe to our channel. If you are watching here on YouTube, subscribe to our channel before you go and like this video. You can look out for our other videos as well so that you will learn. The goal is that as we grow together, they will just say we rise by rising others. Now we want to have a league of people that are skillful, not only in sewing and not only in tailoring, are skillful and then they are successful. By that way, we'll be able to impact our generation. So do you love this vision? Do you want to back it up? Do you want to support us? That's the least you can do for us. So thank you for being a part of this class, and see you tomorrow. So I'm going to wait for your questions. Anybody with question at the countdown of 10, end the live. So just ask your question. 10, 9, 8. If you have question and you are still typing while I'm counting, just either send anything and then I will wait for you, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So thank you for being part of this class. See you tomorrow. I remain on Peter, also known as Master P of Master P Fashion World, and the founder of Skill Up Hub. My aim is to help you become a better version of you. Have a nice day. Bye.